Hi, reception. Because we've been doing the nursery rhyme, The Grand Old Duke of York this week, what we're going to do today is we're going to do some artwork. So we're going to have a go at creating our very own soldiers who are going to be marching up and down the hill. I'm just going to show you what we're going to be creating. We're going to be creating something a bit like this today. So we're going to create our soldiers, okay, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to pull the screen down so that you can see what I'm doing. What you're going to need in order to create your soldiers, if you have one at home, you can get a potato that's been cut in half by an adult. And then if you can get your grown-up just to cut out the middle of the potato to make a cross, because when we print this into the red paint, it's going to make the soldiers uniform. Now, if you don't have any red paint, that's okay. You can use any colour and you can choose what colour you'd like your soldier to wear. So if you pop your potato into the paint, now make sure you don't use too much because else you won't be able to see the soldier's uniform. And then you're just going to print your soldiers onto your piece of paper, marching up the hill. Now, I had a bit of leftover inside roll from some Christmas wrapping paper. So that's what I've used today to print my soldiers onto. So here they go, marching up the hill. Pushing down nice and hard with your potato. So there we go. So I'm just going to put that down to one side. So that's my soldiers, that's their bodies. Now I'm going to make their faces. So I looked around my house to see if I could find anything which had a circle shape on. Remember our circles that we were looking at with that continuous line? So I've chosen the bottom of an egg cup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw carefully round the bottom of my egg cup. So I'm going to hold the top nice and steady and draw around it. You can get an adult to help you with this as well. Now I've got 4 soldiers on my piece of paper. So I'm going to draw 4 faces to put onto my soldier's uniform. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now once you've drawn your soldiers' faces, you can get yourself, if you've got one at home, a beige crayon or a beige felt tip pen. Now you can keep your soldiers' faces plain if you want to. If you've got paper at home that's a lighter colour, you could always just draw a circle straight onto that paper and then cut it out. But I've drawn mine onto white paper and then I've coloured it in beige. Okay, now very carefully, you're going to practice your excellent cutting like we've been doing at school. So very carefully, you're going to cut around your soldier's face. Now, if you've only got bigger scissors at home, you can always get a grown-up to help you to cut round your soldier's face. Okay. And you're going to get your glue to stick your soldier's face on above his uniform. Now, if you haven't got any glue, you can always use a bit of sellotape or a bit of glue tack or something like that. You're going to stick the soldier's face on. Okay. Now, for the soldier's hat, I'm going to use the egg cup again. But this time, I'm going to draw around it. Because these 3 circles on here are for my other 3 soldiers' faces. But I'm just going to colour in half of my circle this time for the soldier's hat. Now, if you've got black paper, you could draw a circle onto the black paper and then cut round it. Now, I haven't got any black paper at home at the moment, so that's why I'm putting mine onto white paper and colouring it in black. So, careful colouring up to the edges, and then you'll need to cut out your soldier's head, soldier's hat. So you'll only need to cut round the bit that you've coloured in black. So cut round that nice and carefully. I hope you'll have lots of fun doing this. I'm really enjoying myself doing this. It's great fun doing a nice bit of artwork. So put a little bit of glue or blue tack or sellotape, and then you can stick your soldier's hat on his head. Now, the last thing, oh, I'm just going to wind my glue down and put the lid back on. Make sure you remember to put the lids back on your pens. Now, because my soldiers are walking up and down a hill, I'm going to draw on the hill. Nice big hill for the soldiers to walk up and down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to then colour in the hill for the grass. Now, if you've got some green paper at home, you might want to cut out the green paper and stick that on. I haven't got any, which is why I'm going to colour the rest of this in green later. Now, the last thing you'll need to do is think about how your soldiers are feeling. Now, this soldier, he likes walking, and he's very proud to be a soldier. So he's got a big smiley face. He likes walking up and down the hill. Now I'm going to show you my other soldiers, because I'm going to finish those ones in a minute. Tilt the screen up so you can have another look at my other soldiers. Here they are. Okay. So this soldier, he's happy as well. He likes walking up and down the hill. This soldier here, he likes walking down the hill, but he gets a bit tired walking up the hill. So he's not feeling that happy. He's sort of a bit happy and a bit sad. This soldier, he finds it really tiring, keep going up and down, like the Duke says. So he's a bit sad. But this soldier, he loves going up and down the hill because he likes looking at the view from the top. So he's a happy soldier. Now, I cannot wait to see the fantastic creations that you make with your soldiers. You could put some clouds in the sky, you could have some birds, you might want to put some trees on the hill. So whatever you would like to do, you can be as creative as you like. And I cannot wait to see what you manage to create. Have great fun, and I will see you again soon. Well done, everybody.